Okay, Julie Hasowitz, Remax Suburban, with you, and
Jeannie Gorey, Neighborhood Loans, Money in the Middle.
And
Jamie Stefanski, Realtor, Remax Suburban.
okay, so little change up for today. We had a different plan to come to you live with somebody else, and unforeseen circumstances, we are doing something different. So what we're doing today is we're going to talk to our favorite loan gal, loan officer, loan
Mortgage Jeannie.
Mortgage Jamie.
and we're going to
Mortgage
talk
Jamie.
about, okay, because we run into this regularly. So in case you don't know, we are realtors. So we work with first-time buyers. We work with renters. We work with buyers who are buying for the 10th time. So today we're just going to talk about what do you really need to buy a home. So let's say you're renting and you think you want to buy.
Yeah.
What is, like, Jeannie's going to tell us here, just a couple of things. Like, for instance, you kind of need some money. There is no zero money, maybe zero money down, but no, you don't have to have money to buy a house. You have to show that you can save money. Am I right?
Yes, and there is zero down if you're going to be
Yes.
If you're a veteran, you do have the ability to go no money down on a VA loan.
Right,
So
okay.
there
Good
is-
to
But do you
so
still
there
have to
is-
show that you have some money
You
saved?
still do have to show that you have some money saved.
You have to have some kind of money in savings, and that was going to be I'm just going to go right into this, like a percentage maybe. Like let's say you're buying a house for $300,000, okay?
Yeah.
If you want to buy a house for $300,000, you need, just give us a ballpark percentage. I know nothing's exact.
Yeah, because there's so many different types of programs. There's so many different ways to deal with down payment and how much cash you have to have. So it's
Right.
hard to really isolate a specific answer for you because everybody's circumstance is a little bit different. But you could go a minimum of 3% down.
Right.
There are programs where you could go 1% down.
Wow.
But you still have to show that
But
you
still
have.
have to show that you have some of the funds available. You can get it as a gift. You can get it as down payment assistance.
Okay.
You can get FHA. You have to show you have 3.5% invested in the.
That's
but
good
it
to know.
but it could all be a gift.
Okay,
So there
and
are
can that like 3%? Let's just go with 3.5%.
Okay.
That 3.5%, you can have that in a 401k.
Yes.
Right. It doesn't have to be something you're going to use. You just
Right.
have to show that
Right.
you can save a little bit of money.
And you know
Am I
what?
right?
It could actually be an insurance too. So if you have insurance
Ooh,
with an
didn't know
annuity of
that.
any kind where you have money saved in insurance
Alright.
that you can borrow
Alright.
against, you can do that. You can use your income tax return. You
Okay.
can actually sell goods that you own. So if you own a valuable piece of furniture, you can prove that you have it. You can sell it, get a bill of sale. We can use that as an
But
asset.
you're going to have to sell it.
But you have to sell it.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
And prove that you had
So
it to begin with.
basically, you need to have some money. Okay, moving on, and now Jamie.
We were
has
going to ask a
question.
little bit about, and we're not going to dive too deep, but
No.
I wanted to ask a little bit about credit scores, like for these programs that you're talking about. What kind of credit score do you need to have?
Well, typically on conventional, they like to keep it around 680 or above
Okay.
to get a decent rate on a conventional
680
loan.
or above, conventional.
Right. And
Got
government loan,
Okay.
FHA or VA, we can go down to 580, but really we can go down as low as 500. However, those are a lot more difficult types of loans to do.
I imagine.
But one of the good things is that we're going to have a credit repair lady come on, but she
Yes.
can help
Next
you.
week.
She can help you go
Yep,
from
she's here next week.
She can
Next
help
Wednesday.
you go from 500 credit score up to wherever you need to be, which brings me to just a really quick thing that I wanted to mention.
Yes.
If you are going to indeed think about buying a home, you should contact me at least 6 months to a year before, because that way I can run your credit, I can see what kind of money you have to save based on the
Right.
program that I can qualify you
Right.
for. And if your credit scores are lower and they're easily fixed, it could still take 3 to 6 months, maybe even a year to fix it,
Yes.
even though it's not that much of an issue on your
But
credit.
if it's just that little bit. Sometimes it's just a little bit of a shift. Like you would be able to say, you know what, guys, maybe don't take that summer vacation this
Exactly.
year.
Right.
Put that money aside,
Exactly. Yeah.
so that
Right.
because you got to make choices.
Right.
Yes.
If you
And
can
this is what
wait
it
to
comes
buy
down
a new
to.
car, you know,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people when they're buying homes, they then, they'll go out, oh, let's buy new furniture and,
Oh, no,
things
yeah,
like
we don't
that.
wanna
And
do
those
that.
are big no-nos when you're
Well, that's
looking
why-
to buy a home.
Not till
Yeah.
after you close.
That's
Yes,
yeah,
after you close.
That's why coming ahead of time, like 3 to 6 months, and
Yes.
talk to me. I can
Right.
kind of put you on the right road, at least, so you know how much money
Exactly.
you need to save and what you need
Exactly.
to have credit score wise, and what type
Right.
of program you can qualify based on your income.
Right.
So it's a good thing to start way ahead of time.
And just let me jump in and say, this is not just for first-time buyers.
Right.
This is for all of us.
Everyone.
If you already own your home, you still, to buy another home, even though you're selling your home, your credit needs to be at a certain level. So you do
Right.
want to check in advance.
Right.
Yes.
And by the way, Credit Karma is not the same credit score that we get, and there's only two creditors. I mean, TransUnion, I think, and
Yes.
Experian are on there. The third one is not on there.
Oh,
if
you
you're
have to
checking,
have all three.
Yeah, we have to
You
have
must
all
have
three.
all three.
So even
Makes
Credit
sense.
Karma will not be accurate for you.
Right.
So, I mean,
Okay.
if you're at 750 on a Credit Karma, you may only be at 700 with us. So it always pays to check ahead of time.
Okay. Yeah, but check in advance.
Yeah,
right?
check in advance for sure.
Okay, so do we want to touch on anything else today, or should we?
Is there
wrap it
anything
up?
else that you want to share?
No, actually, we can just anticipate then going into Credit Karma. I'm sorry, not Credit Karma, for the Credit Repair Lady.
Yeah.
Ooh, for
coming
next week.
Next
And
week.
she can go into a lot more detail about what we just talked
Yes.
about first-time home buyers, about credit, about doesn't even have to be first-time home buyers.
Right.
And
Just
she
right.
is
Anybody
awesome.
buying a home.
So if you have questions about credit repair, or
Right.
you're worried about your own credit, and you're not sure what to
Exactly.
do and where to go, if you don't want to call me right at first, which you should, you can call. You can
we
call
do like
Janice.
Jeannie. That's
You
our
like
go
Jeannie.
with
You can call Janice and or you can just email us and ask the questions you want to know for next week when we're talking to Janice.
Yeah,
We can
that
get
would
those
be
answered
great.
for you.
And we can get on top of that for you. So to end today,
Yes.
save a little bit of money. Even if you're putting money in your 401k regularly, that's savings. You know, save a
Right.
little
It's,
bit of
it's
money.
the same thing you do when
Get
you buy
ready.
a car. When you're
Yeah.
buying a car, you're doing the same thing. You're saving your money to buy the car.
And really prepare in advance, just like we tell you preparing your house a year before you sell
Exactly.
it. You know, get started, kind of
Right.
working that way. Same thing when you
Right.
want to get a mortgage
Right.
or when you need to get a mortgage.
Yeah. You know,
Right?
you're going to
Exactly.
do things to your home to make it ready to sell. You know, you're calling us ahead of time, you know, so we can come in and say, yeah, that's a good idea to do that, but no,
Don't waste your money.
don't waste your money on that.
Not going to gain anything
just
from it.
right.
One final just little thing.
Yes.
Once they come to me, then I get to tell these lovely ladies what they qualify for. Because the worst thing is if these two
Yeah,
ladies are
exactly.
taking you out to see a house that you can't afford to buy.
And it's
That
so
would be terrible.
disappointing.
it's so
Yes.
disappointing if you find out after the fact you can't
Yes.
You
do that.
can't afford
Yes.
any house.
Right.
You know?
Or not even in that price range. Maybe
Yeah,
you're paying,
or your
you can only
dream home
afford-
or whatever.
Right. So
Okay, so next week join us, but we'll remind you because we
Yeah.
love to do
Yes.
reminders.
Yes.
Next week
see
join
you
us,
soon.
and we'll
Bye.
see you next week with the credit repair lady.
Bye. Have a
Bye.
great day.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, enjoy.